Alright, let's have a taste of our complete cycle, model, view, and controller. I'll start by going to my routes file, and I'm going to clean up what we did in the last lesson, and we're going to focus on this right here. So our router receives a request for the home page. It directs that to the to-dos controller.index method. So in our controllers directory, if we go to that controller, this is the method that is supposed to handle that. So here we were coding the to-dos. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is fetch those to-dos from our database. In order to do that, we need to get a model, right? So I'm just going to create a variable called to-do, and I'm just going to use app model to-do. Okay? Then, if we have to make asynchronous request, then we have to make this an async function. And to get all the to-dos, we're just going to do an await to-do.all. Alright, so we fetch the to-dos and then we pass them to our view like this. So if we visit our view, which is the home, everything should be exactly the same, right? We should see our to-dos in a list item. So let's check out if that's true. I'll visit the home. Yeah, and we have undefined, undefined, and undefined. That's a little strange, isn't it? Let's go ahead to our controller, and what we're going to do here is we're going to do a console.log to see what is actually given to us in this to-dos variable. So I'll switch to my terminal where my server is running, and then I'm going to make this request. We have undefined, but if we check out our console right now, what we have is an instance of vanilla serializer. And basically think of it as a very flexible way that Adonis gives us to manipulate our data. So it serializes the data in some way, and then we have a choice on what exactly we want to do with this data. So in this case, what we want to do with this data is actually convert it to JSON so that our application can use it. Okay, so if we console.log to JSON, I'll make that request again so that my controller method will be executed. Then in our console, you can see that we have a plain JavaScript array right here. Okay, so our serializer does not give us the data exactly in the array format, but it gives us the data as instances of the to-do model. And this is really advantageous, and we're going to see why. But in this case, all we want is just to print out that data in a plain JavaScript array of objects so that our view can understand it. So rather than sending to-dos the way we've been sending right here, we're going to send to-dos.json. Okay, so it's going to convert that to a normal JavaScript array of objects and then send to our view. So if we do a quick refresh right now, we have our to-dos: wash the car, do the dishes. That's awesome. So we're able to complete the cycle of the model, view, controller. Our model helps us to fetch data from our database. Our view helps us to display that data, and our controller helps us to organize our business logic, deciding how to handle the user's request. Not forgetting our route file, which is in the center of connecting all of these together. Why don't we make this more fun by having more interactions with this MVC architecture in the very next lesson?